Hello and good morning. Welcome back. This week we're inside the boiler fixing the tubes we had issues with on the last test. We'll shimmy my ass back out this fire roll door and we go over what it is we're going to do. So let's get on with it. Right, for those that haven't been following along, this here is little Lauren, or not so little Lauren as I like to call her. We've been through this engine, we've had the cylinder block off into other pieces, and we went to test the boiler, and as you can see by the video footage here, she sprung a leak. She's got leaky tubes. So we need today to get these tubes out so we can get a good measurement and get some new ones on order so we can carry on with the restoration work. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you in, I'll show you inside the smoke box here, and we'll see about figuring out how to get these tubes out. Right, so the tube in question it was leaking is this one here. She was just weeping out the bottom. That was with no pressure on whatsoever, so I'm taking it, they're all totally knackered. I feel a little bit of a gap there already. What I've done is I've collapsed this tube in, and what I think I'm going to try and do is put two slits down the side walls of these tubes with a gas, and that should let that collapse in and we should be able to knock it out from the other end. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do first, and see how we get on. We've got to be very careful we don't nick this tube plate with the torch, so I'm going to be like I say, doing this very methodically and very carefully. I don't want to rush this and cause more damage to this plate. So we'll nick two sides, hopefully that'll collapse and we should be able to extract the tube. So I'm going to get the torch set up, and yeah, nothing left to do but to do it, I suppose. So all I'm trying to do is collapse this tube in. This tube's been expanded out into this tube plate. So I'm just trying to collapse it in on itself, which will release it to pull it out. That's that tube. Ha, we got her! Look. Yeah. What people's been burning in there, things like rubber. I'm on ya. Let's pull right out. Fucking Jesus. There she comes. Or not. Oh. I thought they was going to be different sizes each end, but they seem to be the same. How am I supposed to drift that bit out of there? Cut it, I suppose. Well, I don't want to, if I cut it off the end here, the other bit's going to drop down in the boiler, and I don't want to do that. I understand why that would be stuck. Right, so what I think I'm going to do is push it back in, cut into the tube, behind the tube plate, and then leave it intact and then try and pull it out again. It's going to make this job a lot more difficult, being that it's near enough the same size both ends. So just going a little bit like that. How do I cut in? That's not going to work either because I can't get in there to cut it, can I? So. Just needed to be a bit more manly with it. Right, well that's interesting. It's not what I was expecting on the end of that tube. Although I didn't know what to expect really, so I never had any out, but that ain't it. You see there, I don't know if you can see, it's already cracked down through there. These tubes was definitely shot. Right, I'm going to measure, clean up the holes each end, measure them, and then we should be able to order some new tubes then. Let's get these measurements first. Before we do that, I just want to show you where the problem was. There's our problem, look. There's a smoke box end, and as you can see, she's just where she's been sat in. And as you can see where she's just been sitting, there's a giant hole blown through that pipe. So that's where our leak was coming from. Just gonna go in with this, just take any burrs off. It was turned on. Feels good. Let's get in there. Just over 2.5. Oh, she's going. It's not the nicest place to spend the day, to be honest. I was through this and she's holding up the other, so I'm gonna head on back down there. Right, so I'm fighting a bit of a battle between risking enough to get close enough to the tubes to cut it and it being too tight to knock out. I think I've got to get a bit more keen with a torch, and they should come out easier. I'm just really worried about the plate, obviously. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? It's heavy, the end of that pipe. Nope. There you go, simply got that one out. Flew out, no problem at all. Only another 27 to go. Alright, so I'm going to try collapsing them a bit more this time. Cut down more into the pipe as well. You see that? Just folded them two sides in. See if that gives us a better chance. Right, so it turns out that's the answer. You want to cut down more of the tube, just relieve more of the stress. That one was, I'd say, 5 times easier. Hopefully this end should collapse up a bit more as well. Right, so that's the answer. Oh yeah, set up a time lapsing. Do the rest. As you can see, we've got a guest appearance for pH. One bar.
Goes up to it.
They're all coming out there, everyone's fighting. Suckers right at your nose, doesn't it? Right, so we're making, what's that? Like, look at that bloke from Germany. Right, so we are making progress. That's 13 out. So I think I've got the process sus now. Just collapsing each side of the tube, cutting it right back, and that's getting them out pretty, well, I say easy, it's still a struggle, but it's a lot easier than the first one we done, so we're getting the hang of it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to get all these cut, get them all ready to remove, and then probably come back again tomorrow with help and get them all out. So I'm just going to crack on with that. I'm not going to keep filming it because it's going to be a bit boring. Just once you've done one this. Hello, we're back. It's a new day. The sun's shining. Yesterday we finished off. We got all these tubes split and ready to drift out. So we're gonna have some. Hopefully we'll have the big guns there today. We've got some reinforcements come in, so we can drift these the rest of these tubes out and call this job a good one. So yeah, let's get back onto it and see what we need to do.
You didn't warn me that was hot, did you?
I didn't think I needed to. I was pretty sure you watched me well. I don't know. Is that the other safety protocol? Is that I've got to tell you that it's hot?
Yeah.
Even though you just watched me.
We've got the toolbox to talk about it.
I better go to the other end and make sure it's moving.
You ready?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Go up. Hold on. Go up.
There we go, 30 tubes removed. That took a lot longer than anticipated, mainly because one end wasn't flared as I thought. So that's it, I'm calling it air. We're going to get the shed tidied up and we're going to go down, get the Abel, get that moved up here and start prepping that for his boiler test. So I'm leaving this off here, and once we get the new tubes we'll start getting the fitting them. So see you on the next one. Cheers.